Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, a beautiful descent into art, fate, and RPG excellence. 9 out of 10. Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 is one of those rare games that immediately tells you it's different. From the very first moments, it doesn't just ask you to play, it asks you to feel, to observe, and to reflect. Developed by Sandfall Interactive, this debut title blends artistic ambition, turn-based RPG mechanics, and philosophical storytelling into an experience that feels both refreshingly new and deeply respectful of classic role-playing games. After spending time with Expedition 33, it's clear this isn't just another stylish RPG. It's a statement, one that largely succeeds, a world painted by death and beauty. The premise of Clair Obscur is haunting in the best possible way. Each year, the mysterious entity known as the Paintress awakens and paints a number on her monolith. Everyone of that age instantly dies. No exceptions, no explanations. Humanity sends out expeditions to stop her, but none have ever returned. You play as Gustav, part of Expedition 33, the latest and possibly final attempt to end this ritual of extinction. What immediately stands out is the tone. The game doesn't rely on shock value or constant tragedy. Instead, it delivers a quiet, heavy atmosphere where death is accepted, feared, and woven into daily life. The world feels lived in, mournful, and poetic. This is a game where beauty and despair coexist, and the contrast is striking. Visuals that feel like a living painting. Visually, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 is stunning. The art direction leans heavily into Belle Epoque aesthetics, surreal environments, and painterly lighting. Cities look like oil paintings brought to life. Characters are stylized but expressive, and the use of color, especially light and shadow, adds emotional weight to nearly every scene. Rather than chasing photorealism, the game commits fully to its artistic identity, and that confidence pays off. Each area feels curated, intentional, and thematically relevant. Performance-wise, animations are smooth, facial expressions are surprisingly nuanced, and cinematic framing elevates even simple conversations. This is one of those games where you'll stop moving just to take in the scenery. Turn-based combat with a modern twist. At its core, Expedition 33 is a turn-based RPG, but it smartly modernizes the formula. Combat revolves around traditional turn order, skills, and party synergy, but adds timing-based mechanics that keep you engaged at all times. Dodging, parrying, and chaining attacks require active input, making battles feel dynamic rather than passive. This hybrid approach strikes an excellent balance. Strategy lovers get depth and planning. Action fans stay mentally and mechanically engaged. Each character has a distinct playstyle, and party composition genuinely matters. Status effects, buffs, positioning, and enemy weaknesses all play major roles, encouraging experimentation rather than brute force. Boss fights, in particular, are highlights, demanding pattern recognition, smart resource use, and mastery of timing mechanics. A story that respects the player. One of Clair Obscur's greatest strengths is its writing. The narrative doesn't over-explain itself. It trusts the player to connect dots, interpret symbolism, and sit with uncomfortable questions. Themes of mortality, legacy, hope, and inevitability are explored with maturity and restraint. Characters aren't defined by loud personalities or exaggerated traits. Instead, they feel human, quietly determined, fearful, hopeful, and flawed. Dialogue is thoughtful and natural, with strong voice acting that enhances emotional moments without becoming melodramatic. The story unfolds at a measured pace, rewarding patience and curiosity. Optional conversations and environmental storytelling add depth for those willing to engage, without overwhelming players who prefer a more direct experience. Music that elevates every moment. The soundtrack deserves special praise. Orchestral, melancholic, and atmospheric, the music perfectly complements the game's themes. Combat tracks build tension without becoming chaotic, while exploration music leans into reflection and melancholy. Certain story moments are elevated significantly by the score, creating scenes that linger in your memory long after you've put the controller down. It's the kind of soundtrack that feels inseparable from the experience. Exploration and world design. Exploration in Expedition 33 is focused rather than open-ended. Areas are carefully designed, encouraging players to look around without overwhelming them with endless side content. Hidden items, optional encounters, and lore fragments reward curiosity. While the world isn't a massive open sandbox, it feels dense and meaningful. Every location has purpose. This design choice supports the narrative pacing and keeps the experience cohesive, which works well given the story-driven nature of the game. Minor flaws that hold it back from perfection. As impressive as Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 it's not without flaws. Some players may find the pacing a bit slow in the early hours, especially if they prefer fast-moving narratives. A few systems could use clearer explanations, and certain difficulty spikes might catch less experienced RPG players off guard. Additionally, while the cast is strong, some characters could benefit from deeper side arcs to fully explore their potential. None of these issues are deal-breakers, but they do keep the game just shy of absolute perfection. Final verdict: a stunning debut worth experiencing. Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 is a bold, artistic, and emotionally resonant RPG that proves smaller studios can deliver experiences that rival the industry's biggest names. It respects the player's intelligence, rewards patience, and delivers a world that feels genuinely meaningful. Its blend of classic turn-based combat with modern mechanics, paired with exceptional art direction and storytelling, makes it one of the most memorable RPG experiences in recent years. This isn't just a game you play, it's one you absorb. White medium star final rating, 9 out of 10 stars. Pros: exceptional art direction and atmosphere. Engaging hybrid turn-based combat. Thoughtful, mature storytelling. Powerful soundtrack. Strong debut from a new studio. Cons: slow early pacing for some players. Minor clarity and balance issues. If you're a fan of story-driven RPGs, artistic worlds, or games that dare to be different, Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 is absolutely worth your time.